I figure I'm gonna just start recording my thoughts, recording this little vlog series. And this is just about recent events, me dealing with making like impulsive decisions and just doing things and saying things impulsively in the moment versus slowing down, taking my time, thinking things through and making sure I just make the right decision and say the right things that will benefit me, not just whoever, I'm in the situation with, but what it will benefit me at the end of the day. And I think like a lot of my impulsive tendencies and sometimes coming off real smuggish or like an asshole, doing a lot of dumb shit and crashing out. It just comes from just not taking the time to slow down and think things through. And that's my main thing moving forward is being able to slow everything down. Like I understand now my like being self-aware of, the triggers and the warning signs of if I'm about to do something impulsive. I start getting butterflies in my stomach or, my body starts to shake up a little bit, start getting nervous. I know the warning signs of, I'm about to do something dumb or I'm about to say something dumb. Let me calm down. Let me think it through. Let me relax. Breathe. Just wait a moment. One thing that I learned listening to Larry June, and I heard him say it in the Rap Radar interview, was you can't call yourself a man if you lose your composure all the time. If you lose your composure all the time, you really can't call yourself, a man. When you get in tough situations and tough spots, do you know how to conduct yourself without always having to resort to a crash out or getting violent, yelling and screaming at people? I lose that battle a lot. And that battle is with myself. It's not even with the person, it's with myself. And I keep catching myself losing this battle over and over and over again. And I started realizing it over the last 2 or 3 years. This has been a thing. My whole life it's been a thing, but I noticed it 2 or 3 years ago. And somebody I consider special in my life um made it clear to me what was going on. And this person is very patient with me. Has been patient with me for the last 3 years, trying to get me to understand my own potential and getting me to understand that that's the one thing that's really holding me back. It's just making those impulsive decisions right then and there. Instead of just slowing down, thinking it through, breathing, relax, not thinking negatively. I got into a situation with this exact person a couple weeks ago. And in the situation, I handled it poorly. I handled it poorly. No matter how you may feel about anything, if you feel like somebody's playing with you or somebody's disrespecting you, you got to always take the accountability of why am I in this position? Why am I in the position to be played with? Why am I in the position to be disrespected? If that's how you feel, why are you have to question why are you even in that position to begin with? And I didn't take the time to just sit and take the accountability of I wouldn't feel this way if I didn't put myself in that position. I wouldn't crash out and get disrespectful and tell somebody that I care for a lot, that I hate them and I fucking hate them and karma's gonna catch up to them, saying a lot of negative shit in the moment because I was so angry. I was so angry about the situation because in my mind I felt like I was being played with. But after 2 or 3 days, letting the situation die down a little bit, I started to calm down and realize like this isn't that person's fault. The fault is mine. Everything that's happening is really my fault because I allowed myself to get to this point of crashing out. Because they're not crashing out over me. You know what I'm saying? They're not crashing out over me. I'm crashing out over them repeatedly. And that comes from a place of not accepting your role, not understanding your role, and keeping your composure. If you remain patient and keep your composure, you're going to get what you want. You eventually will get what you want, but you just have to learn how to just calm down and not make an in the moment decision. And that comes with relationships, friendships, and it spills into money and finances, which is something that I got a passion for. But my impulsive decisions affect my finances all the time. Even when I bought my car, it was an impulsive decision. I didn't have to buy the car right then and there. I could have waited. I could have told the dealership, I'm gonna check back in with y'all another time. And I could have went to a whole nother dealership and kept shopping, looking for a car, looking for deals. I made an impulse decision. Went to the dealership, test drove it, bought it that same day. Instead of just waiting. And I got a shitty deal for the car. And I could have waited, went to a whole nother dealership and got a car. But I made an impulse decision. Even when it comes to my hats, my sneakers, a lot of stuff I do is impulsive. I'm actually really good with my money as long as I'm emotionally stable. Sometimes I let my mind race and my mind starts going, going, and going, and be like, yo, I'm, I might as well just buy it. I got the credit card, I got the credit line. I could just buy it, and I'm gonna pay it off and be straight. And then that's how you start accumulating debt. So you start accumulating credit card debt. You know, just keep making impulsive decisions. It's like an everyday thing. I'm getting Uber Eats damn near every day because it's just an impulsive decision. I could just chill and get me go to Starbucks, grab me you know, a little cake or a snack or something. At my job, we got plenty of little snacks I could use, like healthy ones. So I could just grab a little healthy snack to eat. But I'm like, nah, I want this burger. Nah, I want the chicken with the rice fries combo. I need to, you know what I'm saying? I just start going wild with it because I can't control the impulses. It's starting to catch back up. It's starting to catch back up. So I'm just glad I'm just self aware of it now more than ever. And I could catch these impulsive ass decisions that I'm making and slow the fuck down. I gotta slow the fuck down. I gotta keep thinking about what does it benefit me if I crash out? What does it benefit me if I give this person an attitude? What does it benefit me if I act like an asshole in this moment or act smug or whatever I do, how does it benefit me? It never does. But I gotta allow myself to start asking myself questions in the moment so it could slow down my impulsive, crazy asshole tendencies and fix the habit. It's a bad habit, man. It's a bad habit. I don't know who else struggles with this. I don't know who else really like struggles with this. Hopefully it reaches other people that struggles with this type of stuff. It's hard. It's hard. Like it's really a struggle. It's every day. It's every day.